Today is Veterans Day. And what is Veterans Day? It's a day where we pay tribute to those who have served in our military forces, including those that have sacrificed their lives for our country. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name's Richard. I'm a part-time reseller on eBay where I go to garage sales and thrift stores. I take those undervalued items and I sell them on eBay for a profit. In today's video, I'm going to go over the sales, letting you know where I sourced the item from, what I paid for the item, and what the item sold for. But before we jump into the eBay store, today is Veterans Day. And what is Veterans Day? It's a day where we pay tribute to those who have served in our military forces, including those that have sacrificed their lives for our country. We have more than 50,000 serving in our own forces today. Veterans Day dates back to the armistice ending World War I and went into effect on November 11th, back in 1918. It was originally called Armistice Day, but was renamed back in 1954 as Veterans Day. It was initially termed Armistice Day back in 1919 and was changed in 1954 to acknowledge and pay respect. So thank you for all you veterans out there that have served or are currently serving. Let's jump in now and look at the sales. Today is Monday. You know what that means. We have orders to pull. We have 7 orders going out today for a little over $215, and all of them are plus shipping. So let's get started. First thing is not an inventory. It's a small vintage 2003 Peanuts Lucy figure. And I do know that's over here. This right here, into this for 25 cents. This sold for $6.76 and the buyer is paying $5.10 in shipping. Next 2 items are to the same buyer. First item is a Lixon VV-898 VHF UHF dual band ham mini car truck mobile radio transceiver. It's a 10 watt.
Mr. Furley, relax. Just take it. Oh my God, he's hyperventilating. Give him there. Take some air in. Take some air. Oh.
What? It's going to be in J3. That's right here. Picked this up at my local thrift store for $2. This sold for $63.71 and the buyer is paying $10.25 in shipping. We'll go ahead and open this. And this is what it looks like. And just get it closed back up. Next item going to the same buyer, so it comes up onto the phone, says repeat buyer. This is a Midland Weather Alert Radio WR-120 EZ Early Warning Protection Hazard Alarm. This is in bin D. This should be it right here. Picked this up at my local thrift store for $3. Same buyer from the last item also purchased this Midland Weather Radio. Buyer paid $16.11 and they are paying $8 in shipping. So in this case, since the buyer came in and bought 2, more than likely I'll refund a little bit of the shipping cost back to them. Next item we have going out is going to be in B2. That should be right down here. It's a pair of Converse Madison Women's 9 Chuck Taylor All-Star High Top Sneakers. They are 56-35-12F. Not those ones. These ones right here. Paid, what did I pay for these? Paid $2 at my local thrift store. Buyer paid $25.43, and they are paying $12.90 in shipping. Next thing we have going out, it's Tour of Duty, the complete first and second season DVD. That's not in inventory, so it should be over here. Really need to get this stuff into inventory, but makes it nice when I don't have to. Tour Duty, here they are right here. Picked these up at my local thrift store for $1 each, so cost of goods is $2. These sold for $20.36, and the buyer is paying $4.67 in shipping. Have another one of the free magazines going out. This is the Muglets Unofficial Harry Potter Ultimate Fan Encyclopedia 2003. So gonna dig for that. I'll tell you what, let me find it and I'll come right back. Okay, found it. Wasn't in the first stack. Went through all that. Started going through the second stack and it was right here. Now this looks like this is the only one we have. Pick this up at my local thrift store like I do all my magazines, and I pay nothing for them. And they are all brand new, and they are all brand new. I think this one got listed higher. That's probably why it took longer. I have to double check because buyer did pay a lot higher for shipping. If I did that, that's probably because it has ads in here. I'll have to double check and let you know once we get into the eBay store. Once we get into the eBay office. This sold for $4.21, and the buyer is paying $6.25 in shipping. So let me look through here. The only reason I would have done that is it would have had to go on a first class, and that's the reason why right here. You see this? This is an advertisement, and will disqualify it from going media mail. Most of the magazines I get don't have advertisements in them, so I can usually send them out media mail. This one definitely does not qualify for media mail. I'll pick up magazines later. Last thing we have going out is this, I believe it's the Life Recovery Bible, 2nd edition, personal size, soft cover. And that should be right down here. Yep, there it is right down there. Now, I picked up all 6 of these at my local thrift store and got a deal. I'm only into them for 80 cents. I did disclose inside the description that some of the dust covers had issues. This sold for $12.42, and the buyer is paying $5.42 on shipping. This is pretty heavy, but this definitely qualifies for media mail. Today we got 3 orders going out, so let's get started. First thing we have going out is a Hallmark recorded name singing teddy bear. It is new with tags. It's in bin D. That's going to be right behind us. It's this one right here. Yes. Picked this up at my local thrift store. I'm into it for $2. This sold for $26.66, and it is going free shipping. Next item we have going out is in bin E. This is a Villa Bicai 24-inch luxury Christmas stocking. Did sell this last year, but I sent the buyer the wrong one. They returned it back to me. I explained what happened, and they just decided to cancel the order, but we are coming up into Christmas, so this item did sell again. This is in bin N. It's going to be right up here. Make sure we don't have two. We have two up here. I believe it's this one. No, it's not that one. It's this one right here. Picked this up at my local thrift store for 50 cents. This sold for $29.33, and the buyer is paying $7.85 in shipping. Last item we have going out, just picked these up last week. Mini Tonka all leather moccasins with beads, bin R2. Should be right here. Picked these up at my local thrift store. I'm into them for $8. These sold for $43.57, and the buyer is paying $8.25 in shipping. Today is Friday, so let's get started. First thing we have going out, buyer reached out to me, and I had a problem in the listing. It had dinner plates, and it did have bowls in there. I did explain to the buyer that it was just the dinner plates. There was a mistake in the title, and I sent her links to, I also have the bowls to go along with it, and I also sent her the links to teacups and saucers. She came in and bought the dinner plates and the bowls and asked me if I would do the combined shipping, and I said yes, I would. First things we got going out is set of GEI Christmas Snowman Family dinner plates and the bowls. So let's get pulling those. First thing is the dinner plates. They're going to be right down up underneath here. Let's see if we can get these. We'll set these aside for now. Here is the dinner plates. I'm into these for 25 cents a setting. So that means the entire set I picked up for $1. As far as these go, I guess I'm into these for maybe 33 cents. Now let's go and get the bowls, which they're also going to be right here. Let's go ahead and put these back. Oops. Grab the saucers out of here. And here's the bowls. Again, into these for about 33 cents. Going over the Christmas plates. The plates. And the bowls sold for $38.22, and the buyer is paying $26.60 in shipping. Probably be able to refund the buyer back some of the money, and if I do, I'll go ahead and pop it up on the screen once I get these packed up. All right, we'll put these back so we don't forget. Okay, come back to the phone, see what else we've got going out. Next item we have going out is the Pacific Blu-ray 2010 HBO 6-disc complete series with metal tin. I did say see pictures. This is going to be in bin Z, and that's going to be right here. Let's see if we can, oh, I can see it right there. That's the nice thing about having clear totes. I've said that before. but it makes it so much easier to find the stuff. Picked this up at my local thrift store. I'm into it for $3. This sold for $19.10, and the buyer is paying $4.67 in shipping. Moving on to the next thing, we're moving over to the items I have listed that's not in inventory yet. I did talk to my mom today, and she's all like, you need to get that stuff in inventory. It's starting to grow. It's making a big pile. It's Thomas the Train. I lotted 2 Hallmark keepsake ornaments together, and they're going to be right here on top. Retro. That one fell out. That's not good. Oh, there it is right there. Uh-oh. So we got Thomas the Train, and I'm not sure who this guy is. So we've got the 2 of them going out. I'm into them for 50 cents each. So cost of goods is $1. These sold for $12.71, and the buyer is paying $5.75 in shipping. Last thing we have going out, we're right here. It's not in the inventory yet either. It's a Canon Catan, C-A-T-A-N, Trade Build Settle board game. It is new open box. Everything was brand new. And this is, see if we can find, oh, it's right down here. There's stuff on top of it. Move that guy. Move him. Into this for $1 at my local thrift store. This sold for $25.46, and the buyer is paying $9.50 in shipping. As a fellow veteran and a reseller, let's take a little time today and thank those veterans that have served in our armed forces. I would like to say to all our fellow veterans, your courage, resilience, and your unwavering commitment to our safety are deeply appreciated. Your sacrifices, your valor, the burdens you bear, and the shield you provide, thank you. If you are a veteran or a spouse, would love to hear from you. Leave me a comment below and let me know the branch you served and the years you served. So again, on this day, thank you to all those veterans out there. And in closing, keep picking.